Survival in this world is never easy. Over thousands of days, I've tested and refined dozens of traps and weapons, most of which have failed completely. With the recent update to my world, I now have the chance to obtain one of Minecraft's most powerful weapons, the mace. I don't know how effective this will be against the void creatures, but there's only one way to find out. As always, jump scares ahead. And don't worry, I will drink the potion soon. I just want to give myself kind of an idea of the layout. What is that? Hey everyone, welcome back. I really hope you guys are enjoying the frequent uploads at the moment. I'm having a lot of fun recording both series at the moment, so I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Now, before we do get started with the video, I do want to remind you all to check out Essential Client if you haven't already. Link is in the description down below. And they've actually just released a whole bunch of Halloween cosmetics which look pretty awesome. This like purple glyph one has to be my favorite. But if you do like the look of any of these cosmetics, definitely go check it out. And if you end up buying any, I would greatly appreciate it if you use code ORO in the store. Anyway, enough about that, let's get straight into the video. And the first thing I actually want to do is an idea from someone on the previous video, who said that I should try putting kelp instead of the water bubble columns in the vortex. And that's actually a really smart idea, because as we saw on episode 51, the vortex no longer prevents the creatures from building in the water. They have obviously found a way around that. But there is a chance that filling the water with kelp, considering that it actually counts as a block, it may prevent the creatures from building in the water again. Unfortunately, even if this does work, it won't be quite as effective as the vortex, because it won't be sucking the entities down to the bottom of the water, but it would still be pretty good to get them trapped in there, so we're definitely going to give it a try. Also, I've noticed there seems to be a mysterious pillar in the water here. I don't know when that appeared. I think I saw it sometime last episode and I forgot to check it out. Let's go have a look. Oh, I think it's water. Oh, I know what's happened here. I think what's happened there is Null has placed a block of water up in the air, and oh, there's another one here too. Along with a boat? What the heck? How long has this been here? This feels like an artifact from earlier on in the series. In fact, I think I'm gonna leave it there. That's kind of cool. Anyway, hopefully this is enough kelp to fill up the full vortex, but let's go test this thing out. We might actually have a little bit more kelp in here, and this does remind me, you guys are right, I'm such an idiot from last episode. I opened this chest looking for the materials to craft a camera when there was a camera in the chest. But yeah, sorry about that, I was totally locked in on how to craft the camera with my remaining resources and failed to notice the actual camera. Anyway, good to know that if I lose my one, that we do have another spare one. Okay, so let's try and fix this thing up. Now, I have to be careful not to get stuck down here because that has happened before, and it's not really a pleasant experience. I might just be able to place the kelp directly on... No, I can't. Okay. I can just break all the magma, to be honest, yeah. That would make more sense. It feels so wrong defacing this monument of the series, but unfortunately this has to be done, and it's the only hope of actually saving the usefulness of the vortex. Because, as you can see, this thing is full of cobblestone now. It does not work anymore. Oh. I hope it's not getting dark out there. Okay, the sun is definitely going down. We do... Oh! What the... Well, that is interesting timing for that to happen. It seems like Null does not want me finishing this project. Okay, just a couple more blocks here and we are done. Yeah, let's pick this up because it might be useful later on. And I'll have to clear out this cobblestone too. Now, aside from fixing this place up, there are a few other things I want to check out this episode, but ultimately my goal is to enter that trial chamber and get some better gear, and hopefully a mace as well, but that would be pretty lucky if I get it on the first try. The quickest I've gotten a mace, I think, was like 4 trial chambers. Maybe that's bad luck, maybe that's lucky. Not really sure what the chances are. But yeah, let me know down below, what is your guys' experience with getting the mace? Have any of you managed to get it on the first try in a world? Or has it usually taken you like a couple attempts to get? Alright, all of the cobblestone is gone, the vortex has been cleared out, and let's go and add all of these in. You know, this kind of reminds me of that one PvZ pool level, where you have to like lay down all the tangle kelp in the middle lanes where the water is. I feel like that would be such a cool idea for a carnivorous plant in the game. Although I don't know if that would belong in vanilla, maybe biomes of plenty or something. Okay, so all the kelp is in, and it is growing already, I can see. Now, unfortunately, not every strain of kelp is going to grow all the way to the surface, so I'm probably going to have to jump back in there and... yeah, I'll need more kelp too, just to finish off the tops. But let's check back in on this later in the episode and fill it up if it needs. Oh yeah, I forgot from last episode I've been carrying around a bunch of name.nulls, which I do not want these in my inventory. Alright, let's chuck this away too, and I've got a bunch of food that should last me long enough in the trial chamber. Although, I have kind of noticed a bit of another problem here, and that is that my armor is actual trash. I mean, the leggings aren't terrible, but they're about to break, and I don't think it's going to survive a trial chamber. So I think what I'm actually going to do is, before I go to the trial chamber, I might do some quick end busting just to get some better gear, because, yeah, this is not going to cut it, I don't think. Now, before we go and do that, there is one last thing I want to check on, and it's actually an idea from my comment section on the previous video. So thank you to whoever suggested it, but we actually have not visited Bermuda Station or Echo Station in quite a long time. In fact, not since the new update, so let's go and have a little look at what's going on. Now, previously Echo Station was overrun by circuits, so I am a little nervous about coming here. In fact, I am going to store some of my rockets away just in case this goes badly. I want to be able to get some more gear. Okay, let's take a look. There's something walking around. Oh my god. I wasn't sure at first, but then I started crouching and I could still hear something walking around. Oh, that's so not good. Do I go back there and see if it was a circuit or not? Okay, I want to put my stuff away before I try this, because that would be a very dumb way to lose all of my gear. And if this goes badly, then rest in peace to my experience. But I really need to know if I can come back here again, because it is an essential network of the research stations. Okay, let's go. Close that. Close that. Oh my god! Jesus! Okay, well, evidently there was a circuit there. Oh my god, that is the biggest jump scare I've gotten in quite a while. Oh, my heart. Okay, oh, we're back here. Yeah, great. So, I realize my mistake now. The circuit was not outside, he was above me. That thing just dropped down straight on my head. Oh, I hate circuits so much. So yeah, that place is definitely going to remain uninhabited for a little bit longer. I have no idea how we can even deal with those circuits being there. I'd probably have to light up the entire place, and even then, I think they can still spawn, so... yeah, that was just a horrifying experience. And thank god I put all my stuff away. Oh, that's new. That is a very big cross. Now, you might be thinking it's stupid to keep my bed here if every time I respawn I can't get back home with a waystone, but there's actually a reason for this being here, and that is because the broken script knows where my spawn point is. And there's a very good chance that Null, at some point, will try to burn, flood, or explode my bed. And I definitely don't want that happening again in one of my main areas, so that's why it's so remote. And ideally, I would make it over to this bed here. Think I can make it? Oh, yep. Just. And now we have to figure out our way home. Let's just grab a little bit of this wheat to make sure I don't starve on the way home. And I will be stealing a block out of your house. I'm sorry, villager. Now, I should be able to see my base from here. Not that way. Not that way. Oh, yep, there we go. It is over that way. You can see the observatory. Let's make a run for it. I don't think I'm going to manage to get back before nighttime. But let's hope I don't get sent back here immediately. Oh, my heart is still going from that jump scare. What is that? That's a lot of signs. Does it actually say anything? Oh, it does. C0, B0, A0, E0. And then those ones are blank. Not sure what that could mean. There's a faraway over there. And you guys told me last episode the reason I was getting jump scared so much is apparently because now all you have to do is look directly at them. And yep, and that definitely confirms why I was getting jump scared so much last episode, so thank you to whoever let me know. It's been such a long time since I've been in this state. Oh no, why has there gotta be one of these biomes? Look at this now, whenever I try and run through it, if I hit a blade of grass, I just get totally stuck in it. Okay, the only way to traverse this biome anymore is to just break all of the grass in front of me. Let's begin the long journey back home. Okay, I've almost made it back home. And weirdly enough, I have a feeling that the time has stopped. Because there's no way it didn't change to nighttime. Oh. What is that timing? That is insane. Okay, well, I need to get a move on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I did realize last episode there is actually a zombie spawner in the bottom of this chunk. Although, if I remember correctly, it didn't seem to work before. But maybe after the update it will work, and if it does, then we might be able to make a temporary mob grinder down there. Okay, I've turned off my shader pack just to test, and... no. The sun is not moving still. That is a really weird event. It seemed to just like jump through half the day and then freeze again. Luckily, the only thing I did end up losing was a bunch of torches. But that is a mistake we will not be making again. Oh, why is that here? Ow. How do you know this is my house still? I've moved my respawn point like 1,000 blocks away. Get out of here. So yeah, clearly Echo Station is compromised due to the just absolutely insane and unnatural amount of circuits spawning down there. I think a good idea would be to grab some of the random just like junk out of this chest and begin smelting it, just so that if I ever need XP, there's some waiting for me. Okay, let's throw this in here, and I need to remember that if I ever need some extra XP, there is some sitting in there. Now, I also am going to go trade with the villagers for a bit, just to get my XP back, so we can go to the end. Okay, there we go. Oh no, all that XP just mended my elytra. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh, damn it. What the? What the hell just happened to me? Okay, you know what? That's enough trading. I have 5 levels, that's enough to get to the end. Let's get it, let's get up. What the hell? That's the same place where the netherrack was, is it not? Oh no, do I open it? It might be a trapped chest. I don't know how I feel about this. Ooh, okay. Oh, thank you. Well, whoever gave that to me, I really do appreciate it, because I did need that. But I don't like the fact that a lot of events are happening around my houses. Prefer if we could keep away from there. Anyway, that is enough horrifying circuit encounters for the time being. Let's go to the end and get some better gear. In fact, I'm actually going to stop off at the Enderman farm first, just so I have more XP. Oh. Oh. Never mind. That is not going to be happening because it is a corrupted night. That does explain why there's so many events happening. Okay, let's go to the Outer End Islands. And I am going to head in this direction. Oh, that is perfect. I can see so far. I'm spotting end ships on the opposite side of the end ring. That's crazy. Okay, let's go check these out. I assume that most of these I've probably been to already. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that I've been to this one already. Yeah, I have. Alright, this is a good sign. This one's still got shulkers. Oh, and the elytra's gone. Never mind. Oh my god, what kind of loot goblin has been in this place? Jesus. Alright, surely these ones over here haven't been looted. These are so far away. Okay, come on, please don't be full of beetroot seeds. I'm gonna ignore the shulker because... Oh my, are you kidding? This has gotta be rage bait. Are you serious? Well, yeah, guess what, beetroot seeds? Ain't that funny? Okay, well, clearly my method is not working, so let's just pick a different direction. Okay, this is a good sign. If the windows are unbroken... Oh, yes, they are. Please. Yes! Okay, perfect. That is a nice chest, too. I did get some nice leggings, but I'm mainly looking for helmet and boots. Okay, that is not... You know, I'll take it just in case. Well, 2 pairs of leggings, that is kind of the only thing I was okay with before, but hopefully our luck turns around soon. You know what, I can't really complain that much, it's better than beetroot seeds. What the hell is... What? What is this? I think we just found life on Mars. What is going on here? Well, this is definitely new. Okay, I can't pick that up. Now, what kind of wood is this? Ooh, that looks interesting. Imperial logs. Huh. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, this is kind of beautiful, actually. I like the look of these. I do not like whatever that was. Okay, let's keep going. And this one has to be a new... There's no way this one is looted, so it must be untouched. Yeah, there we go. Lytra, not that I really need it. Are you kidding me? Why am I finding just leggings? Oh. What the... Null is doing anything to stop me from looting my chests. I bet he even put those beetroot seeds in there too. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're alright. And there we go. There's a helmet. Much nicer. Okay, I've got plenty of rockets still. I think I'm going to make the journey just to this one, and that should be enough gear to take on the trial chamber. Let's see. Not really a great helmet. Ooh, wow. There's a nice sword. I'd say that's a pretty decent haul. I've ended up with some okay boots, a nice helmet, and some much better leggings as well. Ooh, and also a really nice sword. I'm gonna swap that out right now. And it is time to head back. What the heck? Oh my god, what is going on? Oh! That lag is annoying, but I have to say that view is so cool. It's almost worth the lag happening. And the sun has changed positions in the sky again, but has it actually started moving? Okay, I've turned my shaders off just to check. I don't even think there is a sun. I can't see it at all. It's kind of, it's either behind the clouds or it's just gone. I mean, if we're stuck in a permanent daytime, that's definitely not as bad as a permanent nighttime, so I can't really complain there. But anyway, I think it is finally time to take on the trial chamber. Alright, I got my hands on the Trial Explorer map, and let's head back to that village, although I might need some more XP. I'm very thankful that I have these villagers here. There we go, 5 levels immediately. What the... Oh my god, every time I go down there something happens. This is ridiculous. This poor house has just become Null's playground. Also, speaking of houses, I really would love to populate this area a bit more over the coming episodes. It's been a while since I've done much building on the series, and I would like to get back into it. So yeah, depending on how the inspiration goes, I may be building some more structures here soon. Okay, let's head over to this village. And the first thing I'm going to do is steal one of these beds out of here. I do want to set my respawn point in the trial chamber just in case something bad happens. And let's consult the map. The trial chamber is like right underneath the village. Okay, I should be right on top of it now. Let's just make a little marker so I know where to go if things go terribly wrong. And what better way to mark it than with a giant cross? There we go. Now, I couldn't be doing this at a better time. While the sun is frozen in the sky, it means that nothing can crawl down after me into the hole, so honestly couldn't be better. As excited as I am to get into this trial chamber, there also is kind of like a thought in the back of my mind saying, what if circuits can spawn in the trial chambers? And for my own sake, I'm just gonna hope that that can't happen. Ooh, I don't like that. I've broken into a cave. And still no sign of the trial chamber. Which is kind of concerning. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was beginning to get worried that it didn't spawn in, but it is here. Okay, well this is not ideal. I need to make a trail of torches back to where the staircase is. Because if I ever need to come back down here, it would be preferable that there aren't a bunch of circuits in the cave waiting for me. Okay, before we get in here, I have turned up my volume just a little bit so I can hear if a circuit spawns in. It will play that haunting tune just very quietly, so I'm going to try and be ready for it if it does happen. Oh, and I've already set something off. Okay, let's set our respawn point just here. Now it's time to swap the elytra out, won't be needing that for a little while. And we are ready to take on the trial chamber. What the heck? The mobs just died somehow and I've ended up with some free loot. Okay, I'll take that. Now I am hoping that I will find an ominous bottle in here somewhere, but if I don't, then I can always head back to the pillager outpost. Alright, let's see. Are we going to get any mobs spawning down here? Okay, I've gone and checked the config options for TBS, and I have set spawning new mobs to true, so it should be spawning the mobs in. I don't know what's going on here. That was a bit anticlimactic, but I guess I can't complain too much. Okay, let's unlock another one. I don't think there's anything really... Oh, well, that's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Well, this is going to be a lot easier than I thought if I don't even have to fight any mobs. A little bit ridiculous, but yeah, I guess just free keys for me right now. Ooh, that's a nice chest. Well, thank you for the free cake. This is the easiest trial chamber I've ever done. Okay, so I've gone back in the config and I've tried disabling and re-enabling the mob spawning, so let's see if that worked. Oh, okay, that one worked. Silverfish. Gross. Where did that come from? What the hell? Null by null. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, I hate this book so much. Okay, let's just keep opening these vaults. I don't know at what point I picked up that book. It must have been pretty recently. Oh, what the heck? That is so weird. How on earth has this happened? Well, can't complain. I will take the free loot. Why do I hear chicken? What the... Did it just try and spawn a chicken jockey and it's not spawned the zombie? Or are you... Okay, something is wrong with that chicken. Yeah, we're gonna leave him there. So it does appear that spawners are still disabled. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm just gonna listen to that haunted chicken clucking throughout the entire chamber. Oh, that's horrible. Ooh, enchantment book. Is it a mace one? No, silk touch. Okay, well, that's still pretty good. And don't worry, I will drink the potion soon. I just want to give myself kind of an idea of the layout. What is that? Oh my god, what the hell just happened? I don't know what just happened. My game just got totally crashed instantly. Oh no. Please don't still be here. Okay, we're back in. It seems to have rolled me back a little bit. What on earth just happened? What was that? Was it the chicken? That seems ridiculous. You know what? I don't care what it was. We are breaking that spawner. I don't want to see any more chickens ever. It feels like it was all just like a bad dream. But the idea that something is lurking in here with me is very much real now. I don't think that sound was circuit, by the way. It sounded a lot more similar to the broken end. Let's just try not to focus on it. We've got another section of the chamber here. And seems like this spawner is failed as well. Not that I'm complaining. So it seems like some of the mobs are still bugged out. The silverfish work, and I'm guessing like stuff like the slimes would still work, but I mean, it seems like we have enough problems on our hands anyway, without the trial creatures spawning in, so not the biggest of concerns right now. Oh, we do have a little staircase going down here. I wonder if this is the one with the little chest. Oh, yeah, it's just a dead end. That's not nice. Because I have found a trident in one of those chests before. And that is a weapon that we have yet to test out in the series, so I would love to get one at some point. Another staircase here. And once again, no chest. That seems a bit unfortunate. So the new mobs actually do work. There's a breeze down there. Yeah, let's deal with him. Yeah, we got some breeze rods. Cool. What the? What just hit me? Okay, let's get out of this room. Well, that's a dead end. And I think that is pretty much the whole layout mapped out. Perfect. Alright, we're going to start from the top here where we came in. And I'm going to drink one of these ominous potions. So this is when the real fun should begin, because there's a chance I will get a mace. A very low one, I think, but chance is there. Okay, let's see. And that does not seem to be spawning anything in. Okay, but it is still going to spawn in the potions. I do have to be a bit careful. Well, this does feel kind of cheaty, so I'm very sorry about that, but I didn't plan for this, and I really thought I was going to have to fight some difficult mobs in here. And there we go. We didn't get a key, unfortunately. We got some food and some honey. Yeah, that was pretty trash. Ooh, there we go. We got our first key. Okay, let's take this up to the top. I did see an ominous vault here. Okay, this is technically our first chance to get a mace. Now, wish me luck, guys. This would be insane if I pull a heavy core here. Let's see. Emerald, arrows, diamonds? Okay, well that was pretty mid, to be honest. We still have a few more tries, assuming I get some more keys. Oh, there we go. We did get another key. Perfect. Oh no, he hit me with poison. That is pretty nasty. I gotta kill this guy before the poison sets in too badly. I'm gonna get that golden apple, just in case. Yeah, let's eat this. Okay, breezes are dead, and all that for a piece of steak. But we did manage to get one trial key. Let's see, come on, heavy core, let's go. Oh my god, no way. No way. Are you serious? Just like that? Oh, that's insane. That's the first time I've ever gotten it from the first trial chamber I've been to. I can't believe that. Oh, that almost makes that spine-chilling jump scare earlier in here worth it. You know what? I'm getting straight out of here. What the heck is happening in the chat? What is that? Yeah, we're going back home. I don't care. I have had enough. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay, the time is back to normal. That does explain why stuff is happening. Let's go see if we can sleep. I do have enough XP to get back. Let's give it a try. Okay, there we go. Daylight, thankfully. I don't know what that entity was screaming about in the chat. You know what? Maybe it just got excited because I got a heavy core too. I was fully expecting to have to loot like 10 trial chambers to get it. And what was that, like the second or third vault we opened? That is insane. Let's come over to Skyhaven here, because this marks a monumental moment in the series. Let's chuck a cake down too. 50 episodes ago, I never would have possibly imagined that I would get this far. But we are ready to craft the mace. And there it is. That is a beautiful new weapon. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun to try. I imagine it's going to result in probably a few deaths as well. But if it's possible to one-shot things like the Wither and Iron Golems, then maybe, just maybe, it's possible to kill some of these void creatures. It has also been quite a while, so let's go check on the vortex. Oh yes, very nice. The kelp has mostly grown, but I am going to have to top it off, so let's go back into the ocean and get a few bits of kelp. That should be more than enough. And I think that is the last one. There we go. Should be totally full. And just in time too, because the time has managed to go back to normal. And it is night. But I do still want to see if we can get an entity to spawn in, so let's fly over to Skyhaven. But yeah, nothing really does seem to be spawning in here. Very quiet night. Why don't we try the evil swamp? Maybe something will want to spawn in here. Well, as we know, slime balls are pretty hard to come by, so let's take this opportunity. Oh! Something has spawned in there. Come on, I really want these slime balls. He is moving towards me slowly. Okay, there we go. Slime balls have been obtained. And there's a silhouette over there. And there is a void mist here too. Unfortunately though, he's not trying to chase me yet. Well, this might be an opportunity for a fun experiment. Why don't we see if I can harm a void mist with the mace? I'm gonna turn on hitboxes just so I can see properly. Alright, Mr. Whoa, what the? How on earth have you just done that? So that explains how we got into the clan base last episode. If they can just scale walls even that high. That's ridiculous. That's like a... yeah, look at that. Like a 10-block jump. Okay, let's try this again. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to hit this thing, but it's worth a try. Okay, let's go. No, I don't think that worked at all. I don't think I can actually hit that creature. I might have just missed my shot on it, but I don't think it's possible to hit them. I'm just going to test on a slime here. Okay, yeah, that definitely worked. Let's try again with a wind charge, just for fun. Yeah, definitely working. And there is a lot of temptation to try it out on that silhouette there, but I'm going to hold back because I know that will end very badly if I miss my hit. Now, that doesn't mean I don't want to try it in the future, because I definitely think it is possible to kill them with that. I think for that to happen, I'm going to need a totem to even try. And out of curiosity, I do want to head to Bermuda Station, just to check on how this place is going. Okay, I do have to be very careful here. Seems like I'm going to be okay to surface. And let's try and get airborne. Okay, let's go have a look at this place. One thing I have noticed in this new update is that null observers are much less common. There used to be so many flying around here, but I can't even see a single one anymore. I mean, it's definitely not empty. There are still void mists, and I think I saw a faraway over here somewhere. But activity here has definitely dried up quite a bit. So this does make me wonder, it might be a bit more viable to actually build an outpost here. Probably one similar to Eclipse, where it's kind of like very tall and no easy way from the ground up to the top without elytra. Although, then again, it is still the daytime at the moment. Oh, and I've just been given another book. Yeah, wonderful. As I was saying, it is still daytime, so it's possible that it just has to be nighttime for events to really ramp up here and spawning. Now, the last thing I want to do this episode is get my hands on another totem, so that next episode we might be able to play around with the mace a bit more. Now, hopefully there is a raid captain somewhere. Oh, there's one. Oh my god, that's a lot of pillagers. Okay, let's drink this up, and historically, raids have been pretty easy here because of the moat. And 20 seconds until the raid begins. Okay, there they are. Not in here, please. I was just getting a crossbow because I have nothing better. Please don't tell me it's night. Oh, it is. And I've been struck by lightning. Okay, let's get to safety up here. Music is finished. And nothing seems to have spawned in. But my time has been switched to midnight. These raiders are almost dead. I think they are sitting in this moat, yeah. Okay, here comes the next wave. Yeah, I'm sorry, you were severely underprepared to raid this village. This is going to be a bit more annoying to deal with. Although... Okay, I've hit him with a poison arrow, which is kind of nice. Honestly, I don't hate this crossbow. Maybe the crossbow hate is not fair. They're no longer in the moat, and I can't seem to reveal them with the bells. I really don't know where these raiders have gone. I have a bad feeling they've dropped into like a cave somewhere. Well, that is a bit of an unsolved mystery. I have no idea where those raiders have gone off to. I did realize there is another way for me to get my hands on a totem. When I made it into the void dimension, I ended up putting my stuff in a chest and then dying to get back out. Now, I actually did take note of those coordinates before I died, and there was a totem in that chest, so what we're going to do is attempt to get back there and get our totem back. Also, speaking of the void dimension, congratulations to 2K Rift from my Discord server, who actually managed to guess the exact number of attempts it took me to get to the void dimension. Oh, something has just started happening in the chat. What is going on? Bunch of OpenGL. Here I am. Oh no. Sound is coming from right there. Yeah, that was mildly terrifying. Anyway, as I was saying, 2K Rift has managed to guess the exact number of attempts it took me to get to the dimension, which was 78. Now, I do apologize to anyone who got misled by the sign. I did kind of forget that I left that in the video, but it was actually not correct because I continued jumping into the void after I started the update process for this world, so the sign was outdated. Anyway, it is time to go back into the dimension. Now, I don't actually have enough XP to leave via Waystone, but I should be able to teleport out using the SV exit method. So let's head back in. Alright, so I found the coordinates, and I need to head to -690, -210, so not too far away. It is roughly this way. Now, it should just be a little bit further in this direction. Okay, that's another dead end. Through here. Okay, I should be coming up on... Yes, there it is. And my XP is still here. Okay, let's have a look. So, thankfully, there it is. The totem has been saved, and a couple of my old tools and images too. May as well take the spare camera. And the torches too. Everything else can stay. So that means we don't have to worry about the raid, although it would be nice to find those pillagers at some point. And luckily, that XP off my dead body means I can get back pretty easily. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. That got me good. Oh. A lot more jump scares this episode. It seems like that part of the mod has returned. Now that I've gotten myself a totem, I should be ready next episode to take on some of the creatures with a mace. I'm not sure which ones I will be able to kill, or if I'll even be able to kill any. Oh, we've got another leaky roof situation. But anyway, that is unfortunately all we have time for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was certainly a lot more jump scares than I was expecting or hoping for. But we do have a lot of work to do next episode. And as usual, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. And once again, I really hope you all enjoyed. I will see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.